But State Farm has rates that fit any budget.
What?
Can I get a profile?
All in the core.
For surprisingly great rates that fit any budget, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
Verizon Unlimited is going ultra. Now our best plan ever gives you more than ever. With 5G ultra wideband in many more cities.
Cool.
You get up to 10 times the speed at no extra cost. And 5G data that's for reals unlimited.
Did you just say for reals?
Sorry. You also get Disney Plus, gaming, music, and more included with your plan.
Shh, I'm in the lead.
Go on. Watch all you want.
I love this show.
And because a better plan deserves a better phone, we're giving you a new one on us.
Seriously?
Yep, it's our best plan ever. Verizon is going ultra, so you can get more.
Superstition ain't the way.
There are 76 names on the Diamond Team roster with images that every mention will foster. In no real order, I'll list them right now. I got them to rhyme, but I'm not quite sure how. Kareem, Jerry West, the Chuckster and Mello, Nate Archibald, quite a diminutive fellow. Ayers and Barry and Bing, Elgin Baylor. How'd you like to have been Will Chamberlain's Taylor? McAdoo, Jason Kidd, Hal Greer and Curry, only 62 left. I will get there, don't worry. There's Kuzi and Sharman and Mikan and Zeke, the Iceman, the Doctor, and of course the Greek Freak. The Chief and the Dream and the Worm and the Glove. There are 51 names left to join the above. The Admiral, the Answer, Pistol Pete, the Big O, Walton and Collins, the best redheads we know. D. Wade and Westbrook and Moses Malone, Reggie Miller, Ray Allen, they lived in the zone. Drexler and Frazier both answered to Clyde. Get in Shaq's way, there was no place to hide. Have I mentioned Busher and Ewing and Nash? The bank shot of Sam Jones, nothing but cash. There's Neek there's Lenny, the two Wilkins we see, one spelled with an I and the other an E. A couple of Kevins, Garnett and McHale, 29 names left to wrap up this tale. We got Unseld and Shays, and then we get sentimental when we speak of Bob Pettit and the big fundamental. Chris Paul and Paul Pierce, Willis Reed, Billy C., Stockton the Mailman and Dirk Nowitzki, Jerry Lucas, the Pearl AD and Kawhi, Dame Lillard from 30 feet letting it fly, James Harden and Worthy, Nate Thurmond, KD, Hondo and Scotty, and of course the Big E. By my count, that adds up to 70 stars, and that makes me glad because I run out of bars. There's Kobe and Bird, Bill Russell and Magic. If I left someone out, that would simply be tragic. We end with LeBron and his Aaron is MJ. That's one hell of a team, and that's all I can say.
That was earlier today at the Legends Award event at the Convention Center here in Cleveland. Always so proud to be part of that event as we honor the legends of this game. And that's what this weekend is all about, the 75th Diamond Anniversary. Is remembering those who have brought us to this point, to a point where tonight, Karl Anthony Towns, big man who won the three-point contest, will be playing tonight along with, like a first-timer, youngest player in the game, LaMelo Ball. Reigning Rookie of the Year in the NBA. And we've had a little shift change here for the second hour of our pregame. Ernie Johnson and Kenny Smith. This is like old times now. Right now, it's just you and me. This is going back to 99.
This feels good, though. It feels good. It feels some elbow room around here.
There's a reason, and there's a reason that we are here, because Shaquille O'Neal, Charles Barkley are involved with the other 74 legends as a huge photo opportunity and a huge chance just to hang with those. There's, Dr. and Billy Cunningham.
Two guys, one North Carolina, one everyone idolized in terms of Dr. J. Yeah. These guys are the pioneers of the game. The reason the way the game is played the way it is today, the way guys move, their movements, their ideas, only been put a twist on. They haven't been changed. They just put a twist on those players' ideas.
Yeah, this is beyond special, Kenny. All-Star Weekend is always great, man. But when you have this bunch that you see around the court here, or you see them at the event this morning or at hotels or whatever, and you know the impact they had on this game, that you played at the highest level, the game that you love.
I was from 7 years old to 18. I was a fan before I was really good. About 16 years old, 17, I'm like, man, I'm different from the guys around me. But all that other time, I was chasing autographs, Ernie. My whole life, I was an autograph chaser. I had everyone's autograph that I would find on my wall. I made a collage on my closet door, and it had I could look at a guy's wrist in a picture, and it would only be his wrist. And I was like, oh, that's Walt Frazier. That's Earl Monroe. Just by his wrist, I knew every single player. So being here today, I'm a fan again. Like watching that room, man, with Isaiah and Magic and Bob McAdoo, man, and Carmelo in the background. I can only imagine how special it is to be part of that group.
Yeah.
Not only just being there, but being part of it.
We'll be talking, obviously, to Shaq and Charles when they wrap that up and they come back here to join us. Also tonight, a little something different. Here on TNT, you're going to get the traditional broadcast of the game with Kevin Harlan and D. Wade and Reggie Miller, Allie LaForce on the sidelines. But we've also got what's called Inside the All-Star Game, which will be the inside crew, me and Kenny, Shaq and Chuck, and our newest member, Draymond Green. And we're basically just going to watch the game like you are at home, and we'll be talking about it, and you'll hear what we say. Unlike you at home, nobody else is going to hear it, but that's what we can do. It's just going to be just one of those let it fly.
So
it's not going to be a traditional play-by-play by any chance. If you want the traditional, keep it here on TNT. No, because Kevin Harlan's calling the All-Star Game for the first time.
Oh, no, that's still coming.
It's going to be awesome. He's going to be tremendous. We've got much more to come. There is Draymond Green, who got such a warm welcome at the practice session from the Cleveland fans.
I can imagine why not. I can imagine why not.
Man. Me watching everyone on the list.
Jay-Z's like,
Man, I tell you, I may have to save that tweet right there. That's pretty nice. We're glad you're with us. The All-Star Game, the intros are less than an hour away. The game on TNT and TBS.
Men put their skin through a lot, day in, day out. That's why Dove Men Body Wash has skin-strengthening nutrients and moisturizers that help rebuild your skin. Dove Men Plus Care, smoother, healthier skin with every shower.
She cried to the southern wind about the love that pursued you in, headed for a showdown, and it's a rain all over the world. The longest night.
Game time. The Popeyes Big Box is back. And it is big. Our juicy signature chicken or crispy tenders, 2 regular sides, and a buttermilk biscuit for just $6? We're gonna need a bigger box.
For me, one of the best things about life is that we keep moving forward. We discover exciting new technologies, redefine who we are and how we want to lead our lives. Basically, we choose what we want our future to look like. So what's yours going to be?
So with Geico, we can easily bundle home and car insurance and save even more?
Yeah, home, car, motorcycle, all bundled together. Just like that breakfast burrito.
So can I get chorizo?
Metaphorically, yeah.
Carnitas.
Just chicken. Just give me a bunch of chicken.
Oh, bacon?
Oh, wait, there isn't too much hot sauce, is there? I have a sensitive palate.
I actually like hot sauce. Can I get chips?
How about guacamole?
I don't really know what we're talking about anymore.
Burritos.
Sure.
Okay.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
I'm Justin Sutherland, chef, activist, and entrepreneur. I'm on a mission to tell untold BIPOC stories in the food community.
We're not what America is used to looking at. The hottest names in Black cuisine are serving up incredible food.
It's absolutely delicious, and I'm having one more bite.
And sharing inspiring stories.
Always looking out and blessing somebody else, that's what I always was taught.
Giving back.
We're now paying life insurance on 25,000 Black men.
And looking forward. I want to go into communities and rise that community up. This is where excellent food.
This is literally my favorite smell in the world.
Meets Black excellence. We brought people together in the name of food.
Do you guys really like working for this guy?
Love every tip.
My goal is facilitating that opportunity for people to learn.
Can we give it up for Brian and this barbecue? This is Taste the Culture. How does it feel being a Black woman that is you running the city?
It feels so good. Follow at More From Us and watch anytime.
We welcome you back to Cleveland. That's Moondog outside the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Looks like he's auditioning to get inside the Hall of Fame. Moondog's guitar and amp are being powered by the EV6, Kia's electric CUV that has an onboard power generator. Kia has recently partnered with the Pet Finder Foundation. We have our very own canine on the show, of course. Underdog is sporting a unique look tonight. Wow! A signature look. It's a QR code jacket. Wow! And if you point your phone at it,
I like that.
You'll
honestly.
be redirected to petfinderfoundation.com where you can find out how to give a pet its forever home.
That's sweet.
He's a walking QR code. Is there anything that Underdog can't do?
That's very impressive. That's a nice look. I'd wear that.
Yeah.
I may have to put that in my big man JCPenney collection. I like that right there.
QR code jacket is
That's
kind of
nice.
That's a good idea.
Hey, Allie LaFour's working the sidelines tonight. Short time ago, had a chance to talk to Devin Booker.
Well, Devin Booker is always looking sharp, but I think is the winter weather here in Cleveland. You're not used to it. The Phoenix sun didn't make its way over here, did it?
Exactly. I'm a Arizona resident now, so I had to come puffer coat on them today.
Yeah, you look nice and warm and cozy, and winter in Cleveland fits you well. This game is so exciting because of the roster. I mean, it's so star-studded in every facet, but there's even more excitement for you knowing that your team is on the brink of making history and winning the first championship for the Phoenix Suns. It started in the bubble. You guys got really close, you connected, you gelled, and it's continued on. How have you been so consistent and level-headed every single game and continuing to take it to the next level with this team?
Okay, I think you just say culture, environment that we work in, top to bottom, everybody's locked in, everybody wants to win, and everybody's on the same page. So, when you have a good group of guys with the same mission and same goal, it tends to work out well. So it's been fun.
When you look at your roster and how deep it goes, it's truly its own roster of all-stars. Yeah. But now you get to play with a different roster just for one night. What are you looking forward to when you look at the teammates that you have tonight?
Yeah, we have a lot of first-time all-stars, too. That's what I'm excited about. So I'm going to try to go in there and say we're trying to win this game. We're trying to have fun, but at the same time, we want to win this thing.
You also took over the side of a building, or at least you were one of the players that got to. When you saw yourself on the banner, what was that like, and were you able to go see it in person?
Man, I was so excited. To be completely honest, I went and seen. I seen right when I got announced as an All-Star, the banner go up. So I was like, when I get to Cleveland, I have to go see that. So being up there with KD, Bron, and Ja, it's just, it's an honor. It really is.
Well, now you have to go against your head coach, Monty Williams, against Chris Paul. Even if Chris doesn't play or he plays for a couple minutes, whatever he decides, and Monty's not playing, what will it be like for you? Will there be some chatter going on? Are you looking forward to doing some digging?
Of course. I know their tendencies too. So, I can give a little ins and outs on their group for sure.
So you're willing to spill the secrets, huh?
For sure.
Have fun out there. We're looking forward to it.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for your time.
Thanks very much, Allie LaForce and Devin Booker, 25-year-old Devin Booker, coming off the bench tonight. Carmack's Call Your Shot. We take a look at Trae Young and tying for second in the 2022 three-point contest, 26 of the final round. And a couple of years ago was the first Hawk All-Star starter since Dikembe Mutombo. And Trae's hooked up right now. He's connected. He's got the earphones in. You can hear us okay, can't you? Thanks, Trae.
Yep, I can hear you, Ernie.
He can hear us, Ernie. Trey.
What's up, y'all?
Trey, send me the password, Trey.
Password.
Let me hear it. Okay. He's connected, Ernie.
Again, we apologize for that. So what's it feel like out here, getting ready to start another All-Star game here in Cleveland?
It's exciting. This is exciting. It's been a fun weekend just coming out here. Had a great Saturday night, except a couple points short from his shooting last night, but it's exciting to have a night like tonight. I'm excited.
Trey, I know there's a whole lot of superstars in the house tonight, but are you going to say to yourself that if nobody's taking the game over in Cleveland, I'm going for that MVP?
Yeah, I mean, of course. I mean, any night I want to go out and put on a show. So, I mean, it doesn't matter who's in the gym. I know we have a bunch of stars out here on both teams and a bunch of guys who are big name players. But I feel like I can go out here and put on a show, and who knows what happens at the end.
You know, Trey, you guys have kind of turned the corner a little bit with the Hawks. You guys started slow a little bit. Now this break, coming out of this break, what are you looking forward to with the Atlanta Hawks?
I mean, for me, I'm just ready to get back with my team and just get ready to have that killer mentality, that focused mentality, that second half of the season. And we've been having that this past couple weeks, getting ourselves back into the playoff race as far as in the top 10. And we just got to finish strong, and I think we're going to do that.
Hey, Trey, I know that All-Star Weekend is really expensive for the players. How many in your entourage? How many tickets you have to buy for family and friends?
I have a pretty big family, but I didn't have too much of the family come out this year. I have probably around 10 people here with me supporting in Cleveland.
Hey, do me a favor. You're only a couple of steps from the logo. Can we just see you shoot one from the logo back there?
That's off.
What's
off
up?
in there. He with us.
Okay.
He with us.
Oh
He
my
with
goodness.
us, Chuck.
I shouldn't have done this to
Yeah,
you,
there
man.
you
My
go.
bad.
My
My
fault.
bad.
I got to get at least one. There we go.
He with us. Okay.
Trey Young, thank you so much, man. Have a good time tonight.
Yeah,
Can't wait to watch you.
Thank you. I can't wait to see you play. I'll see y'all later.
Okay. Nice Trey Young getting ready for his second All-Star game. And
Oh, we're going to do the game from here?
Yeah.
Yes, we are. We're just going to turn around.
Yeah, we've got
watch the
monitors
game
and
from
we've
here.
got. Yeah. So you guys are back from the photo shoot, and let me say, the Blazers are awesome, man. I'm loving that, Chuckster. It's a great look.
Well, it made Ernie. It was so cool. I got to spend some time with Jerry West and Oscar Robertson. It was great to see David Robinson, Patrick Ewing, and Dirk Nowitzki and those guys, man. It was amazing. That's George Mikan's son right there. I spent the whole time talking to Mr. Robertson, man. I just got so much love and respect for him. Look at all those great big men and Shaq.
The dream. Hey, Shaq, I want to ask you this question because I know you became an historian of the game later in your life. Early on, then all of a sudden you became this historian of basketball. Who was the guy when you walk back there, you were like, I got to just check him out. I hadn't seen him. I'm going to go check him out.
Well, Magic and Kareem. Magic and Kareem and Dr. J. So my speech is going to be a little lengthy. I'd like to thank Sergeant Philip Arthur Harrison. He's the guy that told me one day that I would be here. I was a medium-level, high-level juvenile delinquent. I was always told I would never, ever, ever make it. He convinced me to do well in school. Do well in school for me was all C's. I get all C's. You take me to Madison Square Garden. Dr. J goes baseline, throws it down. The crowd goes crazy. I looked at him and said, sir, this is what I want to be when I grow up. His exact words, if you listen to me, I'll make you one of the most dominant big men ever. And he named Bill Russell, he named Kareem, and he named Wilt Chamberlain. I never knew those names. I knew Dr. J because previous to that, there was a movie called The Fish to Save Pittsburgh, and I watched that. I got in trouble in high school for trying to be like Dr. J. Father said, no, I need you to be a big man. Well, here comes another big man. He's 6'9", he's flashy, he's hip-hop, he has style. Magic Johnson. I wanted to be like Magic Johnson. I'd like to thank another guy, Mitch Rouse. We played in Germany together. He was a white guy. He loved Bird. I love Magic. We used to have 7-game series every day. We used to fight. Also like to thank Ford McMurtry because when I didn't make the varsity team, he helped me. Then Dale Brown comes on. Everyone knows that story. When I get to San Antonio, it's a guy. I'm the best big man in the city. It's another guy by the name of David Robinson. He comes in town. I go watch him play. I say, oh, my God, I'm not that good. High school, 36-0, I'm averaging 40, 22, but I see Dave Robinson like, oh, my God, I'm not that good. I want to be like Patrick Ewing. I want to be like all these guys. And I'm sitting there in a photo shoot, and I'm like, oh, my God, there's Dr. J. There's Magic. There's the great Charles Barkley. Charles taught me how to be ferocious and not give a damn what nobody say. Throw them bowls, knock some teeth out. When I seen Charles do that, I said, okay, it's okay to be like this. So Jerry West, helped me become that. When I first came to LA, I admit I was all on my gold chains. I wanted to do movies. I wanted to do rap albums. He did one thing. He sat me down. The lights went off in the forum. He said, Mr. O'Neal, when this is all said and done, you could be up there, all the greats, and you could be a bust. So because, Jerry West telling me that, I was like, you know what? I got big shoes to fill. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, love the man to death, one of the best big men ever. I'm glad he didn't baby me. I'm glad he told me like it was. I read an article one day that still hurts my heart to this day. I'm averaging 29. I'm doing my thing in LA. And they say, hey, Shaq's one of the greatest big men. And Kareem Abdul-Jabbar said, how great is he? He hasn't won a championship yet. Instead of crying and complaining, all those guys made me persevere and, help me get to this point. I'd like to thank the lovely Dr. Lucille O'Neal, Pooney, Dane, everybody that's helped me get here, Dion. I don't really get emotional, but it was a very emotional moment for me because all the guys that are greater than me, I can't believe that I'm sitting next to. Like, even when I look at myself play, I was not as good as a kid. I wasn't even as good as Chief. I was not even as good as Bob McAdoo. But for the people to say, hey, Shaquille O'Neal, you're great, I didn't do it by myself. I did it with all these guys. All my teammates, D. Scott, Penny Hardaway. What really saddened me about today is that my father couldn't be there, my sister couldn't be there, and my main man, Kobe Bryant, couldn't be there. Because look, a lot of people helped me get here, but those three, Dad pushing me, my little sister covering for me, me and Kobe going back and forth, making each other great. So it was a great moment for me. It's a great honor. And if I missed you in the thank yous, I apologize. Ken Dog, Al Mafia, Scoop, Chef Alex, everybody that helps me become who I am, I want to thank you. Pooney, Dane, love you guys. Appreciate you very much.
Shaq, that's one of the greatest things I've ever heard.
Thank you.
I mean, that's right from here, from the heart.
Because I was standing there, right, and I'm like, okay, I got my hand on Chuck's shoulders, and I'm like, oh my God, that's Dr. J. He's the reason why I played. Oh my God, that's Magic Johnson. He made it okay for a big man to have style, because when my dad was teaching me, he was teaching me the boring skyhook. I'm like, man, I don't want to do this. And then one day, I don't want to play this. And one day I'm watching Georgetown play, and I'm like, who this dude, Patrick, 33. And that's why I wore 33. I'm like, damn, he's mean. And then I went to watch Dave Robinson play. I'm like, he runs the floor.
And that's the question I want to ask you. Who was the guy that made you want to play basketball? Like we all have, he just said it, those guys made him want to play basketball. Who was that guy for you?
Well, my story's a little bit different because Shaq was the best big man in the country. So I had to learn how to play basketball as an undersized power forward. And there was three guys who I watched tape on all the time. John Drew, who was the most important person in my basketball career on top of Matt Moses, Clark Kellogg, and Adrian Dantley. All three of those guys were undersized power forwards. They taught me how to play basketball because I had to play against everybody 6'9", 6'10", 6'11". So when you're undersized, you have to outwork those guys. So John Drew, Clark Kellogg, and Adrian Dantley are the three guys who I watched tape on. And so I owe those guys a lot. But I always say this, the two most important figures in NBA history are Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. They made the NBA the resurgence. It was too black, too druggy. Nobody was making money until Magic and Bird came along. And obviously, Michael took it to a whole nother level. But I love those old guys because they didn't make money
at all.
They didn't make any money. And we bitch and complain about playing back-to-back games. And Shaq looked at me and Kevin McHale a couple of years ago like we had three heads when we were telling him about flying commercial. He's like, what are you guys talking about? I mean, we like.
I didn't know that.
After Shaq, my first 3 years in the NBA, we flew commercial.
Yeah.
I mean,
your first year and a half. Yeah,
it was crazy.
Charlie, I got a question. Who taught you how to be mean? Because I'm a nice guy, right? And I was always afraid to hurt somebody. But once I saw you throwing balls and all that,
Shaq,
it's
I'm
okay.
a 6'4" guy playing against big guys. I have to play with reckless abandon. Like I can't play cute when I'm playing against a guy 6'10". I got to knock the hell out of him because one thing about tall guys, they can't jump when they're going backwards. So even when I watch Allen Iverson play, he always hit the defender first. And I learned that right at the beginning of my career. Okay, I'm playing against a guy who's 6'9", 6'10". I got to hit him. Because if I just try to jump against him, he's going to hurt some kids blocking my shots in the stands. But that's the reason I have to play so physical, Shaq, to take their size out the game.
I just want to say thank you because a lot of my game comes from you. You don't even know that.
Well, Shaq, I give you a hard time. You know I love you like a brother. Your mom and my mom and Miss Martha were best friends, and I'll never forget your mom coming and spending the last few days with my mom in my life. But I'm going to tell you something. Your speech was impassioned. But I don't want you telling them kids out there just to strive to get a damn seat. I'm not letting you get away with that. I'm telling kids.
No, he said
his dad told him.
Being great was a C.
Kids, make some kids, make some A's and B's. Don't strive for no damn C's. Make some A's and B's.
Don't strive for no damn C's.
Underdog, put that on a T-shirt.
Thank you guys for sharing those memories, sharing what this day means to you. Shaq, a real one. No doubt, Terrence Ross. No doubt.
Oh, here we go. Oh, man, look how stressed out those guys are. Oh, my God. What they playing? Uno or spades? They playing spades.
It's true. Everyone gets a free new Samsung Galaxy S22 with a Galaxy trade-in. Any year, any condition.
Really? Even if my old phone looks like this? Why?
It's okay, people. I've trained for this.
It's not complicated. Everyone gets a free new Samsung Galaxy S22 with the Galaxy trade-in. Any year, any condition.
Stuff. We love stuff. And there's some really great stuff out there. But I doubt that any of us will look back on our lives and think, I wish I'd bought an even thinner TV. Found a lighter light beer. Or had an even smarter smartphone. Do you think any of us will look back in our lives and regret the things we didn't buy? Or the places we didn't go?
The KFC chicken sandwich is only served one way. Straight from the fryer, piping hot, and Kentucky Fried to order. If you don't like it this way, you'll have to go somewhere else. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
After the All-Star break, the final stretch of the season begins. The Nets look to right their struggles against the red-hot Celtics. And the Warriors take their show on the road to Portland in a TNT doubleheader.
Oh, the intensity!
Celtics Nets, Warriors Blazers. Coverage begins Thursday at 7. Presented by State Farm on TNT and on the Watch TNT app.
Welcome back to Wipeout!
This is what Wipeout does, folks. The TBS original Wipeout. All new Tuesdays at 9.
There's only one way that we all do things. Field trip's over. It's time to go get our train back.
We found a survivor.
I still don't get how it's possible to survive 8 years out there.
The Horn of Africa. You really believe it can support life?
Wilfred's building a weapon.
Someone tried to kill Leighton last night. He's vulnerable. 8 of you against the great Mr. Wilfred.
I'm the one who's still standing. I was born for battle.
Something's moving out there.
You think Melanie's alive? Enjoy them while you can, my friends. We're at war.
Long live the resistance!
Snowpiercer, all new Mondays at 9 on TNT. And watch anytime on demand and on the TNT app.
Where we come from, the statistics is just totally against you. Not only we talk about like people like graduating high school, it's like these kids, they don't even get the means and the support to graduate grade school, like to make it out of the 5th grade to even get to middle school.
Having kids around my same age, having the same goals as mine, really stopped me from going the other way. And that's what we want to create here
We did a case study years and years ago that if you're able to tackle them in the 3rd grade and get hands on them in the 3rd grade, it puts them in a better position to be able to be successful long term. And that's what our school starts at. We only had 2 grades when we first started. We're now 3rd through 8th.
All I can say is I'm so proud of you guys.
We had our first kids graduate college this past spring, so it's amazing, man.
That's what I'm thankful for, to have you guys in my life. So thank you. Thank you.
The I Promise School is a jewel. It's a groundbreaking public school in Akron with over 1,600 students ranging from 3rd to 7th grade. I Promise has created a new model for urban public education, and we are thrilled to have some of the students here in the building with us today for the 71st NBA All-Star Game.
Ernie.
Yes.
I owe you an apology.
For what?
During that heartfelt speech, I forgot to thank you also, brother.
Oh, you don't need to do that,
No, seriously. When I say 1989, you were the first. Because, like, I used to see a lot of superstars. You was the first big-time star that came to my house.
Well,
I want to thank you for interviewing me and my father. I appreciate you. I love you like a brother. Love you very much. I'd like to also thank Chris Woodard, my Iceman, Sandberg boys, Cavallero. I could thank a million people, but I really mean when I say since 1989. Because like I was a local star, but then when you came to the house and interviewed me and my dad, I started to become national. So thanks for thinking of me, brother.
Certainly, man. Your dad was special.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, special.
Yeah.
Hope to get seized.
No, that's not what he said. Anyway, back to LeBron James. I Promise School. And so LeBron back in the land for this All-Star Game. And you had a chance to sit down with him yesterday.
Yeah, sat down with him. You know, he's reaching the last 3-4 years of his great career. And I just want to talk to him about all of the different things about how he is when he first started to where he is with the Lakers, being called the GOAT or calling himself the GOAT. All of those things we got to sit and talk about.
Yeah. Royalty is here. Y'all know my struggle when I didn't have nothing. Yeah, I had to move that muscle. Always had to work hard, yeah, never buckle. Life is an everyday tussle. Return to the king. Return to the king. Was gone for a while, now I'm back to claim my throne. Return to the king. Return to the king.
Back in Cleveland, this is 75. Like, how's that feel for you being back as a native?
Nah, man, it feels like it's surreal. I was talking to a bunch of my friends, and we grew up 35 minutes south of here in Akron. So like, we remember in '97, we was 12 years old, and we was watching the games. We was watching All-Star Saturday night. We remember young Kobe rookie year winning the dunk contest. We remember MJ and all them. And 25 years forward, I'm sitting here at All-Star Weekend in Cleveland. It's one of those moments where you just can't even explain it. It's like it's all in God's hands, man.
We always have the barbershop.
Right.
Like, who's this? Who's the greatest? Who's the GOAT? What makes a GOAT? Like, what is
if we're just talking about from a basketball standpoint.
It's over. Cleveland is a city of champions once again.
Cleveland! This is for you! At that moment, I was like, I'm the greatest basketball player people have ever seen. In all facets. Like, you know, I could play the 1 through 5. I can guard 1 through 5. You know, just like literally like did something that's never been done in the history of the sport. I mean, teams that go down 3-1 was 0 for like 32 in finals history. There's nobody ever coming out of that. And nobody gave us a chance. I just felt like ain't nobody better than me at this. I felt like Jay-Z when he made the blueprint.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all right.
that's what I felt like.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Now I'm really clear.
Yeah.
Now I'm really clear.
Yeah.
You're going to be, obviously, you're 75 greatest, Hall of Famer, great career. What team we going in as?
Oh, man. I don't know, because it's so crazy to say that, Kenny, man, because it's literally like a 3-part movie series of my career. My first 7 years when I didn't win a championship, and then I had that stint when I went to Miami, part 2, winning 2 championships and doing the things we did down there, and then coming back home, chapter 3, winning another championship, and then it's like, do we get extra credit? We just put some extra bonuses in there for now my stint with the Lakers? I don't know, man, where I'm gonna walk in as, but I know for sure that I am happy that I'm able to be linked with some of the greatest to ever play this game, because that's all I ever wanted to be, is like great at what I do.
I came here for the whole thing. What you think that I came for? I came here for the whole thing.
It's the 18th year that you've been, I think, All-Star. Mm-hmm. Kobe played 18 All-Stars, and now the trophy's being named after him. How special is that moment? And are we going for it?
First of all, in memory of Kobe, obviously one of our favorite young kings that ever played this game, man. And now me being a part of the Lakers franchise, it's an unbelievable moment for this weekend, for that trophy to commemorate everything that he did for the game. And it would be cool, man, to have one of those trophies, but you got to earn it. You got to earn it. But one thing about it, my team has always been in the winner's circle on Sunday night, man, and we're trying to get there once again.
This will be 18 All-Star starts, the most ever for LeBron James tonight. You think back to 2003 when we first saw him on an NBA floor, the 2003-2004 season. Did we see this coming?
Well, I just want to add one more thing, because we talked at length. Obviously, everything can't get in. We only have a minute or two. The one thing I said to him, I was like, Allen Iverson changed the culture of the game. He made hip-hop. He made it okay to be. Michael Jordan, he made it a global game. Magic Johnson and Larry Bird did it. What's going to be your cultural impact? He said, for me, it would be that you could show that your friends, you don't have to enable them, but you can put them in position to be successful. That's going to be the narrative for him. And